What's up guys, what's up cycling fanatics? This is another training video. I've got the camera on my chest and I'm riding a long endurance ride on my custom gravel bike. I'll be riding trails like these, and the route that I'm riding today is called the Gooische Strade Bianche because the trails are white, just like the Strade Bianche. And I've got this little microphone right here, so during the whole video I'll be talking about the bike, about the route, about training, about random stuff. So and I hope you enjoy. Maybe you can watch this on your indoor trainer or just on the couch in front of the TV with a big bag of popcorn, enjoying the outside. A lot of raw footage, not so much editing. I hope you enjoy. Today's bike choice, the gravel bike. 20, 22, 25. It's Sunday morning, around 8:45, and it's super cold. Right now the temperature is only 1 degree Celsius. So I'm packed up with nice and warm clothing, and today I'm going to do some gravel riding. The route I'm doing is, it's called the Gooische Strade Bianche. And het Gooi is an area, and the Strade Bianche speaks for itself. The wide roads. So this is the Strade Bianche of the Netherlands. And I did this route last week on my on the Cannondale Super 6. No, Super 6, System 6. I can't remember. Super 6. And it went okay, but I now want to do it on the gravel bike since it's gravel. And I usually do this route the other way around. Woo woo! That's a bridge. And then I have to cut it short because the route is actually pretty long. It's like 80 kilometers, and it is more than 15 kilometers to get there and to get back. So the whole thing would be 115, but when I only have 2 or 3 hours to ride, I can only do a little piece. So today I'll be doing the route in reverse. So I'll show you some stuff that you haven't seen last week, and we're gonna play around on the gravel bike today. But first I have to get there, so we're gonna just fast forward right here. Boom! And this is where the fun begins. First little bit of gravel. There'll be a few trails here through the forest with a couple hills. And then later it's going to be more open, where you have more of a view over the fields. Temperature now is 0 degrees, so it's around freezing. It's really cold. It's a little bit wet some parts, but when we get on the lighter colored trails, it's all nice and dry. It's actually really good. Morgen. Dank u. Dank u. Properly trained dog. Nice. Other bikers. Ew. Train. Oh. This section has some loose sand, but right now, because it's cold and a little wet, it's actually quite hard. But in the summer this is really difficult because it's all dry and loose. So right now I'm actually flying over it. I'm surprised to see these flowers. It's so cold right now and it's the end of the year. Here we go. Links of rechts? Rechts. Into the forest right now. There's a few fun trails here. Oh. This way. Oh, oh. Puppy. This route actually zigzags in between a few cities and towns. So sometimes you get on this tiny little piece of road, just a connection part to the next gravel strip or whatever, forest cycling lane. But out of the 80 kilometers, I think it's like 70 to 75k is on off-road, so that's actually really cool. Left, straight, here we go. Here we get to cross another road. That's really you see this way is how close to civilization you actually are. Here we go. And a lot of times I actually use this road on the road bike. So that's the cool thing of gravel. You get to places in between your normal cycling roads that you never knew about. That's so cool. And this is why they call it the Strade Bianche or the Gooische Strade Bianche, because all these cycling lanes or trails are all very white, and in the summer it's actually even whiter than this because it's all dried up. There will be lots of this today. Right now I'm 28 kilometers into the ride, almost 1 hour. Really nice houses here. In the future I would definitely want to live in one of these big mansions, but this is a very expensive area to live in. Crossing another road. Check it out. This is the Bel Air of the Netherlands, I guess. The Hollywood Hills of Central Holland. Big fences sometimes in front of the houses and stuff. Anyway, another little bush or forest trail. There's a lot of leaves out here. Tring. Right. Those leaves can get pretty slippery, but so far I don't have any issues. But I'm always a little bit careful on those leaves. I don't think it really matters if you have super big knobby tires or slicks like I'm riding on today. It's gonna be slippery anyway. Hey, same riders as I passed before. Left. This way. God. Good. Good hold. Hi. So besides the gravel, this bike actually goes really well on the road, and it's also because of the slick tires. Although with low, like really low pressure, they get a bit, well, when I go below 15 psi, they get pretty unstable in the corners. So you don't want to go like too fast, but right now with about 21 to 25 psi is actually pretty good. Here we go. Usually I'm riding this route reversed, so sometimes I have to think about what's coming up. In the other direction, I'm starting to recognize a lot, but now I still have to think. We'll be crossing a road again soon, and then back onto the gravel. Oeh, fuck. Kitteltjes. Right now it's mainly people with dogs. When the weather is warmer, sunny, and more in the afternoon, this is packed with families, small kids, chariots, strollers. So I don't know what's better, a dog in front of my wheels, or having to swave around families and groups and stuff. But it's not too bad right now, so still good. Well, whatever I said about dogs and families and stuff, in general people really make room for each other, so that's nice. I don't have a bell on this bike, but it might come in handy because there's so many other people. But right now it's pretty quiet, so they will hear me coming, or I'll just give them a little heads up. This is a really cool spot. Check it out. There's this little trail here, it goes over the water. I'm actually not sure if it's slippery or not. Hopefully it's not, because I will slide straight to the water. Yoo-hoo! And there's another one. Whoop. Little pitch up. And And we're back. All right. I really hope the sun will break through before the end of the ride, because it's gonna make the whole image a lot nicer. And riding in the sun is always better, and it's gonna warm up a little bit as well. For now it's still really cold. It's still 0 degrees. So freezing temperatures. Jesus. Well, it's starting to get more busy. I'm riding on the edge of my grip in those corners because of the slicks. I can't go super fast through the turns. Koning. Yo.
Hey, goedemorgen.
Hey, goedemorgen. It's windy. Got some headwind. Oh, dog. Very horty. Meow. Well, that went surprisingly well, actually. Still cold. I just climbed up this hill. It actually went surprisingly well with the slick tires. I'm not sure how the descent will go. Well, pretty good. Route goes this way. I'll show you how easy I can ride up this climb. Look at this. All right, with slick tires. Shift to a sliding gear. Let's see where I can do this. I think there's an option right there. If they get some speed. Here we go. Boom. And I'm up. So even on slicks, I can ride up this hill. Pretty easy, actually. Well, it took me 2 tries. Go down. Over the bridge. Another section done. A little bit of connecting roads here. Boot camp. We're back on the gravel. As you can see, this is super dry, which is really nice. And obviously this is very light gravel, guys. And this is not like crazy rocks and steep climbs and steep descents. This is all actually built bike lanes in this area. But it's still a lot of fun, and you can actually ride this on your road bike like I did in my previous video, but riding a gravel bike is just a little bit better. These wider tires really help me when I get to a little bit more looser sections or a little bit muddy conditions. And I think going into winter I might be changing my tires for something with slightly more grip. For example, here it's actually pretty wet, and that's really slippery with slicks. So, but for the drier parts, it's great. And also on the road, these tires roll super smooth and fast. Lekker broekie. So here's a section of the route that I have not done recently, because usually I stay more in the north. See? I don't know where I'm going. Oi! That's really dangerous. Huh. So my wheel just slid in that wreck. Fuck. Luckily I was going very slow and I wasn't moving when the wheel was in the grill. Crazy. Crossing another road. Careful for the cars. There we go. Bop. Hey, a motor glider. I'm gonna stop here somewhere to take a few pictures of the bike, which I will use on social media or YouTube or whatever. Just want to find a cool trail with a nice view. I was hoping for a little bit more sun for those pictures, but maybe the clouds will actually get me really good light. I don't know. I'm not a super pro when it comes to taking photos. This is going uphill. That's why I'm going kind of slow. Help me out here. What is a nice shot of this bike? I don't know. It needs to be thumbnail material, guys. Hey, airplane. There's actually a glider strip and a small airfield very close by Hilversum. So that's a grass strip. I've been there once. I'm now mounting the 360 camera on the bike with installation tape. I've been taking photos for maybe 10 minutes and my hands are so sore right now because it's so cold. So I really want to continue riding my bike and get back warmed up. Whew. All right. Back on the road. Whew. Super cold. Three. And the sun is coming out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Really happy with that. Oh, nou dat hoeft niet hoor. I have to be careful because the stick is sticking out. So I don't want to hit anyone with the stick. Oh, the sun. So nice. So now I probably want to get some more pictures with the sun out, eh? But my hands are numb because it's so cold. Ging net goed. paadje. Hey. Crossing a big highway, 827. I'm actually gonna pass a piece of mountain bike trail here. This is the Lage Vuursel where I'm riding right now. I used to live pretty close by this mountain bike track, but a few years ago when I was living here, the trail was in very bad condition. And recently, I think it's a year or two ago, they completely overhauled the whole mountain bike trail. And they actually made it pretty awesome. But now I live an hour away. So that's kind of unfortunate. So I never really did any mountain biking and never enjoyed it because this trail is so bad. But now it's actually quite fun. But I still don't go there anyway because I don't have a mountain bike bike. But I'll ride a little bit of it today on this bike, on my gravel bike. Here we go. The trail. I really have to be careful for my camera. Not to bump it. Make it shorter. Like that. Oh, is not gonna work. Okay, try again. To go a little slow, because if not, I think my 360 camera will fly through the air. This part's actually not that smooth and a bit bumpy, and ooh. I'll leave it with that. Okay, so that part of the mountain bike trail is actually really bad. But maybe I can go on another section which is better. We'll see. Right now, riding in Baarnse Bos and Lage Vuursche. And it's getting busy. It's Sunday afternoon. Well, what time is it? 12 o'clock. Yep. Tring. I have a voice bell. It's called the Tring. People react to it pretty well, usually. Sometimes I get a reaction of, you know, pedestrians or other cyclists, and they yell to me that I have to buy a bell. Well, I cannot say they're wrong, but sometimes I have a bell and I bell the bell and they start looking up to see what bird is making this weird noise, instead of going to the side of the bike lane and letting me pass through. So I don't know what's more effective. Here's another part of the trail. I know this part is very bumpy as well, so I actually don't want to go there. Drink. Drink. Precies op het fietspad staan. right. Crossing a road. Hey, would this work? Yes, it does. This is uphill. On the road bike, I usually ride on the tarmac over there. But now on the gravel bike, it's actually fun to ride here. I'm not too worried about going flat either, so that's really the reason why I normally ride on the road. And also, usually I want to keep my bike as clean as possible because it saves me time. And this might be a little wet, so the bike gets dirty. But my gravel bike is already dirty anyway, so. Slightly downhill. My hands are warmed up again, that's nice. They were really cold and pretty sore an hour ago, but now it's okay. My feet are a bit cold, but it's doable. Here's a little section I can do. Ooh. It is actually pretty bumpy for this bike. Not really comfortable. But it's doable. It's still fun though. I think a mountain bike would be way faster. And also more fun. I like to go fast. And I like to use the right tool for the right job or for a specific job. So if I go to the mountain bike track, I would prefer to ride a mountain bike because it just will be superior, way better than a gravel bike. But if you don't have a mountain bike, or if you're doing a little random mixed ride like I'm doing today, you know, it's possible. So why not just take the fun? Have the fun. Hoi. Ping. Oh, thanks. Alright, I'll go off here. This is actually the gravel trail of my route, and it's just parallel to that mountain bike trail, so I can just hop on and off. But I got stuck behind a group of probably beginning mountain bikers, and I prefer to continue. Here we go. All right, here we go again. I just took some shots for the intro of this bike build video, I found a really cool spot. So I hope the shots turned out well. It's always difficult to do that by myself because I have to set up the camera, then go in frame, take a little shot, see if it's okay, try it again, try a different frame, and then when I get home I just hope for the best. I've been riding for 3 hours and 15 minutes. I'll soon be cutting the route short a little bit to head home. If I would go straight home from here, it's already an hour. So if we take a little bit of gravel in between, it's probably an hour and a half or an hour and 15 minutes. Going uphill. Now you start to see the white color of the trails. And you know why they call this the Gooische Strade Bianche. Hey, Mike. Bekende. I'm in undercover mode, so they won't recognize me. Whew. Hey baby, hey schaapjes, look at all those sheep, sheepy sheep. Hey. Kuthondjes. Oh, huh? Hierheen? Oh. Zo. I think I'm actually supposed to ride over there. There's more of a bike lane style trail, but the funny thing is with this bike it can go anywhere. I think this is maybe this is a horse track, but if I would be riding on my road bike now, this would be so crappy. Holy crap, look at these cows. Check it out. Big cows. This is really awesome. I've been very close to these cows before, and somebody told me I had to be really careful because they can attack. So I want to keep a little bit of distance, but they're so cool. Check it out. You can see him breathing. Hey, vriend. Alles goed? Cool, hè? All right. There's more, actually. There's a lot over there. Cool. It's so awesome just to ride around and enjoy the outdoors. That's really cool. This is the bike lane I was talking about. I think my route goes on this bike lane. Taking a few shots of these big cows. It's actually pretty awesome. It is difficult to get them on photo and video, but this is my custom gravel bike, and in this mini video series I will show you the entire building process. In this part I'm mounting hydraulic brakes, and that turned out to be a disaster. This will be the last little bit of gravel, and then I'll get back on the road, and it's another about 15 kilometers to get back home. It's already been a long day, so I think I've pretty much done the entire route, which was 85k of gravel riding, and then about 30k up and back towards my house. So, whee, yeah. So in total, it's going to be about 115 or 120 today. And then I did a lot of stopping and setting up camera work and stuff. So I've actually been out riding and doing stuff for quite a bit now. But as I said in the beginning, the sun came out, so it's actually an amazing day to be riding outside. It is cold, has been cold, and it's still cold, but now it's 3 degrees, so it actually does make a big difference, especially with the sun. It's a bit narrow here, but alright. Oh, nou heb ik dat shot niet gedaan. Some loose sand, some little forest trail. So this trail, I did this trail on the road bike as well. Totally sucks. But on this bike it goes very well actually because of the fat tires. I've got way more suspension from the tires, that is, and obviously more grip. Although I'm riding slicks, but yeah, it's just better. And this is where it ends. Not for me, but for you guys. Another 15k for me to ride back home. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll post a long extended version on my Patreon. So if you want to see me riding for the whole ride, well, not the whole ride, but so if you want to see more of this riding footage, maybe go check out my Patreon. And I'm gonna see you next time. See ya. Not sure if this is a good idea on my slicks, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, that went okay.